So best of luck, students. Give your best. We are going
all the best to all of you.
I think we should begin. He's in a meeting.
All right.
We can start then, yeah.
Okay. Greetings of the day to all the esteemed guests. We are gathered here today for the intersection English recitation competition of class 3. Before we begin the competition, I request everyone to keep their microphones on mute. I would like to welcome our respected headmistress, ma'am, Mrs. Seema Soni, all eminent department heads, teachers, and enthusiastic participants of class 3 in this event. I would also like to welcome our judges for the day, Mrs. Rekha Jarrell. She's a teacher in our primary department, and Srijan Soni. He is an Alcon alumnus and he has been an all-rounder. He has brought many laurels to the school. He was an active participant in all the school activities. Recitation is an elocutionary delivery of a piece of poetry or prose before an audience. The rules of the competition are as follows. There are 2 participants from each section. No prop or costume is allowed. The participants will be judged on the basis of pronunciation, memory, and overall presentation, that is, expression, voice modulation, and confidence. The judge's decision will be final. In case of any difference, Headmistress Mrs. Seema Soni's decision will be final and valid. Principal sir has joined, so I would like to extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Good
afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Sir. Please continue. Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So without any further ado, let's begin the event with our first participant, Anvi Sharma from 3rd A, who will recite the poem, Oh My Laptop.
Good afternoon, respective headmistress, ma'am, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. In today's modern world, we are using computers in every field. Laptop is a mobile computer and is very convenient. Myself, Anvi Sharma, is going to recite a poem. Title of my poem is Oh My Laptop. It is written by Chandrian Muniappan. Let's start. Oh my interesting brainy laptop. You are my right charming workmate, lending me a loving keyboard, enthralling me during boring hours, educating me as science one. Often you drag me to unknown wonderland. Really, you are my friend in need, chatting, twittering, and true. A spoiled brat too. How quick you solve my unique problems and how nice you store my daily assignments. Aha! Excellent. My ecstasy doubles and overwhelms when you file the files and folders in all your wee selves. Hi, you bring Sharkan world to my threshold and serve me tiny jukebox, idle box, and post box. Kudos. You are omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient in today's world. You log off and hibernate to get energized in silicon bed. Wonderfully, you keep me in your electronic field. I marvel at your tasks and apps, which are manifold. You pop up different boxes guided by your mouse with a treasure island of information in total. Your genius transforms many a curious mind on earth. You are really a challenging boon to novel achievers. You deserve night in our heart that you truly worth. So I celebrate and acknowledge. Here you genuine needy birth. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anvi, for such a wonderful performance. We call upon our next participant, Amira Sahi from 3rd B, who will recite Recycling Rap.
Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friend. I am Amira Sahi. I study in class 3B. Today, I will recite a poem, The Recycling Rap. This poem is written by John Foster. John Foster's poetry touches upon things that can be hard to talk about. This poem tells the importance of recycling and how it can change lives. Recycling today is like passing the batons for a cleaner and brighter future. So here it goes, the recycling rap. Listen to me, children. Hear what I say. We've got to start recycling. It's the only way to save this planet for future generations. The name of the game is reclamation. You've got to start recycling. You know it makes sense. You've got to start recycling. Stop sitting on the fence. No more pussyfooting. No more claptrap. Get yourself doing the recycling rap. Come on and start recycling. Start today by saving old newspapers, not throwing them away. Don't just take them and dump them on the tip. Tie them in a bundle and put them in the skip. Get collecting, protecting. The future's up to you. Save all your old glass bottles and your jam jars too. Take them to the bottle. Then the glass can be recycled, saving energy. Don't chuck away that empty drink can. Remember what I said? Start recycling. Man, wash it, squash it, squeeze it flat and thin. Take it to the saver can and post it in. Listen to me, children. Hear what I say. We've got to start recycling. It's the only way to save this planet for future generations. The name of the game is reclamation. You've got to start recycling. You know it makes sense. You've got to start recycling. Stop sitting on the fence. No more pussyfooting. No more claptrap. Get yourself doing the recycling rap. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Amira. That was indeed a wonderful performance. Let's welcome Lavanya Bansal from 3rd C, who will recite Where Do All the Teachers Go?
Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. So today I'm going to recite a poem about where do all the teachers go. This poem was written by Peter Dixon. Peter Dixon has written many poems for children. And I'm going to tell you one of his poems. So the lines of my poems are: where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses and do they wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas and do they watch TV? Do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they live with other people? Have their mom and dad? And were they ever children? And were they ever bad? Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they punished in the corner if they stole a chocolate flakes? Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktop? Did they wear old three jeans? I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that they can read to you. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Lavanya, for this superb performance. Next, we call upon Akshit Chaudhary from 3rd D, who will recite Fidgety Philip.
Good morning to one and all present here, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I, Akshit Chaudhary from class 30, going to recite an interesting poem. The title of my poem is The Story of Fidgety Philip, which is composed by Heinrich Hoffmann. The poem goes like this. Let me see. If Philip can be a little gentleman, let me see if he is able to sit still for once at the table. Thus spoke in earnest tone the father to his son. And mother looked very grave to see Philip so misbehaved. But Philip, he did not mind his father, who was so kind. He wiggled and giggled, and then, I declare, swung backward and forward and tilted his chair. And a rocking horse. Philip, I am getting cross. See the naughty, restless child, growing still more rude and wild, till his chair falls over quite. Philip screams with his all might, catches at the crowd, but then that makes matters worse again. Down upon the ground they fall, glasses, breads, knives, forks, and all. How Mama did fret and wrong when she saw them tumbling down, and Papa made such a face. Philip is in sad disgrace. Where is Philip? Where is he? Fairly covered up, you see. Clothes and all are lying on him. He has pulled down all upon him. What a terrible to do! Dishes, glasses snapped in two. Here a knife and there a fork. Philip, this is naughty work. Table also bent. Ah, poor Papa and poor Mama look quite cross and wonder how they shall make their dinner now. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Akshit, for this amazing performance. Next, we call upon Mayuk Agarwal from 3rd E, who will recite My Shadow.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Mayuk Agarwal, student of class 3rd E. Today I'm going to recite poem titled My Shadow by Robert Louis Stevenson. In this poem, poet illustrates how a child gets excited and thrilled by his own shadow. He is impressed by his own shadow. So he starts noticing everything about the shadow. The shadow moves wherever he goes and whatever he does. So the poem goes like this. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me, from the heels up to the head. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, It is always very fun. For he sometimes shoots up taller like an Indian rubber ball, and he sometimes so little that there's none of them at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me. He's a coward you can see. I think shame to stick to Nosy as the shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mayuk. That was indeed a fabulous performance. Now we welcome Sanvi Singhal from 3rd A, who will recite,
Thank you, ma'am.
Be glad your nose is on your face.
Good afternoon, respected headmistress, ma'am, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Myself, Sanvi Singhal, is going to recite the poem. Title of my poem is Be Glad Your Nose is on Your Face by Jack Prelude Sky. It is a funny poem. In this poem, the poet says that we should be happy our nose is on our face, because if it were pasted somewhere else, we might have disliked it. Let's start. Be glad your nose is on your face, not pasted on some other place. For if it were where it is not, you might dislike your nose a lot. Imagine if your precious nose were sandwiched in between your toes, that clearly would not be a trick, for you would first clean your feet. Your nose would be source of dread, were attached atop your head. It soon drive you to despair, for every tickle by your hair. Within your ear, your nose would be an absolute catastrophe. From when you would have loved to sneeze, your brain would rattle from the breeze. Your nose instead, through thick and thin, remains between your eyes and chin, not pasted on some other place. Be glad your nose is on your face. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Sanvi, for the brilliant performance. Next, we call upon Ayana Kumari from 3rd B, who will recite Crocodile's Teeth.
Good afternoon, respected teachers, judges, and my dear friends. Today I am going to recite a humorous poem by Shel Silverstein. In this, the plot centers on crocodile's visit to the dentist due to a toothache. The crocodile visits to the dentist's chair and tries to trick the dentist into putting his head into his mouth by asking him to check his back teeth. The title of my poem is Crocodile's Teeth. Oh, the crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where? And the crocodile said, I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth. And he opened his jaws so wide that the dentist he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed. Oh, isn't this fun? As he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go. But the dentist just laughed with a ho, ho, ho. And he said, I shall have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth? More or less? Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address, but what's one gist, more or less? Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Ayana, for this awesome performance. I now welcome Raghav Agarwal from 3rd C, who will recite Don't Quit.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Raghav Agarwal. I study in class 3C. Today I am going to recite a poem. The title of my poem is Don't Quit. It is written by John Greenleaf Whittier. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road at trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the depths are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. Many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a fainted, faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have won, when he might have captured the victor's cup. Often the goal is nearer.
Continue the next line. Continue the next line. Don't worry.
Bolo bachche speak. Doesn't matter.
Often the struggler have given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success and failure turn inside down the silver tint of clouds of doubt, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far, so stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit, that you must not quit, that you must not quit. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Raghav. That was indeed a lovely performance. Next, I welcome Tiara Bagga from 3rd D, who will recite Do It Anyway.
Good afternoon, respected judges and my dear friends. Today, I, Tiara Bagga from class 3D, is going to recite a poem. The title of my poem is Do It Anyway by Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people will deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What use spend years creating at the school? Destroy overnight. Create anyway. What if you find serenity and happiness? Some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do it anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give the world the best you have anyway. In the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Thank you. Stay safe and have a nice day.
Thank you, Tiara. That was indeed a lovely performance. Our last participant for the day is Naisha Singh from 3rd E, who will recite Rising Girls.
Good afternoon, my respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Naisha Singh. I study in class 3rd E. The title of my poem is Rising Girls, and The author is a famous feminist poet, Kamla Basin. She wrote many books for children to create awareness about gender equality, the lives of to do anything and everything in their life. Now I'm presenting the poem Rising Girls. Girls are becoming like wind. They delight in frolicking freely. To be stopped for no reason, they cannot accept. Girls are becoming like flowers. They delight in scattering their fragrance. To be crushed mercilessly, they cannot accept. Girls are becoming like birds. They delight in soaring freely. To have their wings clipped, they cannot accept. Girls are becoming like sun. They delight in spreading light. To be stifled by veils, they cannot accept. And girls are becoming like mountains. They delight in holding high. To have their head bowed, they cannot accept. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Naisha, for the brilliant performance. On behalf of all the teachers present here, I wish to congratulate all the participants for showcasing their best talents on this platform. Each one of you has done a marvelous job today. Now, I would request our headmistress, Ms. Seema Soni, to say a few words of encouragement for our participants.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the participants. Everyone has spoken so well, and it must be difficult for the judges to decide who's the winner and who's not. So it is always a pleasure to watch these young ones perform so well. But first of all, I would like to invite Principal Sir to say a few words of encouragement for these children.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Ms. Seema. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much. My compliment to Sweta and the team for organizing this wonderful event.
Thank you, sir.
And my compliment to all the students who took part. I mean, I was so impressed to see these children. I can see the hard work they have put in. It's not only their hard work, but the hard work of the teachers, as well as the parents, since they are looking after these kids, taking responsibility. Since it is a collective responsibility, so I see parents are taking responsibility of these children for preparing them for these events. So, I mean, which was clearly visible through these performances. They have, prepared these things pretty well. They have introduced the topics and the theme of their poem, or like whatever they're saying, very nicely. They were clear, the clarity, the diction, the pronunciation, everything, I mean, enjoyed thoroughly. And here I will compliment the teachers for preparing. I mean, I couldn't believe actually I'm seeing the performances of class 3 children, the way they have performed today, their diction, clarity, the confidence, everything. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed. So my compliment to all the teachers, those who've been supporting and mentoring the children. And as far as the topic selection is concerned, I mean, I was also impressed. I must appreciate that the children have chosen the topics. I mean, one child, I think it was Raghav, he had picked up the topic, must not quit. And he proved actually his topic, I mean, he got a little stuck in between, but then he bounced back and he proved that the topic he had chosen, I mean, that is, not quitting and bouncing back and proving, yes, we must not quit, and setting an example for the rest of the student. I mean, that is remarkable. So I would say, dear children, you are phenomenal today. We thoroughly enjoyed your performance today. And I must say, keep rocking. I mean, you are doing a fantastic job. Keep continuing it. I enjoyed your oratory skills. Thank you so very much for making me the part of this event, which I will cherish. Thank you so very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. I would now request Mrs. Kuhu Ganguly to say a few words for our children.
Thank you, Shweta. I think Sir has very well said all that I wanted to say. So there's nothing much left to talk about, but definitely kudos to all the children. My heartiest congratulations to all the teachers and the parents. I am extremely impressed, as Sir said, with the choice of poems. Apart from it, a standard 3 child introducing the author and talking about the poem was very impressive. So all the children, I must tell you, we felt like we are listening to children of standard 5 or 6. So heartiest congratulations to you. And I remember most of you because you were here as PP children. And within a couple of years, you have grown up and matured so well. So thank you so much for that immensely enjoyable session. Thank you for making me a part of it. Keep up the good work. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Kuhu ma'am. I would now request Rekha ma'am to share her thoughts. Rekha ma'am, are you there?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It was such a nice opportunity given to me to listen to all such lovely children with such nice poem, and the way they recited the poem. It was very wonderful, really wonderful. And I loved almost every poem. And some of the poems, the choice was very good. And the poems conveyed so many things so nicely that I have loved all the poems. And that's all the best to all the children. A big round of applause for all the children and the teachers are putting in their best. Thank you so much. All the best, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Srijan Soni to share his thoughts.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shweta ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank Principal Sir, Mr. Deepak Best, and Headmistress of the Primary Department, Seema Soni ma'am, and all the teachers involved, and all the parents and the host as well for inviting me. It's an honor for me for being a part of this event, being an alumni of Alcon. And overall, it was a great experience for me, seeing so many young participants speaking so fluently and with confidence. And this made me remember my old days in Alcon when I used to participate in these activities. These activities only has helped me so much to become a confident person and to improve my personality as well. And I definitely believe that all the participants would be able to grasp the importance of this event. And apart from this, I would like to thank all the teachers and parents for mentoring these children and picking up their potential that they have right now so early on in their life. This would definitely help them in their lives in the future. And congratulations to all the participants and the host as well. And of course, not the Shweta ma'am as well. She has conducted this event so efficiently. And thank you so much for having me. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. It's really nice to see the alumni coming and judging the event, being the other side of the table. I mean, that experience, I mean, we enjoy thoroughly. And for every event, we have our alumni. It's so great to connect with the alumni. So we'd love to meet in person sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being there.
In the end, I would like to thank all the esteemed dignitaries who gave their precious time and made this event a success. The results of the competition will be declared today in the evening. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Shweta.
Congratulations, Miss. The first event of Miss Seema Soni, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Thank you so much.
So very successful event. Compliment. And Miss
Bitha
is there always. Like she's been the activity head for quite some time. Compliment to her as well. So
yes,
good job, everyone. Keep up the spirit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Seema ma'am. Thank you, Shweta, for the invite. And
Thank
thank
you
you
for being
everyone
here,
for that
ma'am.
wonderful time. Good
Thank
job.
you, Kuhu ma'am, for
Congratulations.
giving your precious time to our event.
It's
Thank you
always
so
a
much for
pleasure.
coming
I
here.
always look forward to your event.
I
Thank
know
you
these
so
are
much for
children
making me a
reared by
part of
you
it.
only.
It's always a pleasure. Great
They are
performance.
your
Thank you.
children. Yeah, thank you, everybody. And Shweta, it was really, it was a treat to I must say.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, parents. Thank you, participants.
Thank you, ma'am. Shweta, you
I
can
think
stop the recording.
Okay,
you
ma'am.
can stop.